time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Gore N More podcast. This is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, and joining me is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Crispin.
What's up, bitches?
And the lusty and busty Big Johnny D.
What's up, Gorehounds?
And the killing machine himself, Bobby Amone.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
So today is March 25th, May 25th. What the fuck?
Oh, no, don't
May 25th.
Yeah, don't backtrack.
2020.
COVID's gotten to you.
We are still in quarantine and things are progressing as normal, aka nothing's happening, but still, it's your time for your favorite part of the show. Slugs! Big Johnny D, what'd you do?
Oh, well, let's see. On the good / kind of bum for me, I go back to work tonight. So,
Ooh.
yay! No, I'm happy that I do have a job to go back. Unfortunately, I'm getting booted to third shift and my old job from 2 years ago. So that kind of sucks. But, you know, take what I can get. On the good side, I did purchase the Mortal Kombat Aftermath DLC, which drops tonight at midnight.
Ooh,
So I will be looking forward to that when I come home at 7 o'clock in the morning. But other than that, man, just enjoyed the rest of the week while I could. Opened up the pool. She's about at 70 right now with the solar cover on it. So yeah, man, and just enjoyed pretty much my last bit of coronacation, I'll say.
Corona.
Corona.
Primo
Yeah, right.
Corona communication.
But other than that, no, man, just pretty chill. Chad, how you been, my brother?
I'm all right. I'm doing all right. Just, chilling at home, enjoying a nice 3-day weekend after a long week of work and a long week of work ahead of me. Aside from that, just chilling, playing some God of War, which I'm almost finished with, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. So after that, I'm going to probably go into Assassin's Creed 4, which is the only Assassin's Creed game I haven't played.
Is that Black Sails?
Yeah, it's Black Sails.
That was actually like one of the first ones I played. I enjoyed it.
Everybody says it's one of their favorites, so I'll give it a shot. But I
Who
haven't really
doesn't want to be a pirate?
Yeah, exactly.
Arr.
Other than that, I just picked up yesterday the NECA Ultimate Big Chap Xenomorph alien figure.
Ah.
Titties. How big is that?
You got that at Walmart.
Yeah, I got that.
I saw that today too, and I was gonna
Yeah?
get a T8. I was gonna get a T800, and then I backed out.
Not cool.
Bobby's just looking at me in shame. No, he says.
My only problem with the T800 they have is there's not enough.
Chad, talking to your microphone. Is your microphone on?
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear Chad?
I can hear him, but he does
Yeah, he's
sound
a little faint,
quieter
though.
than the rest of us. It went up as he was talking. It was kind of weird. So I didn't know if like he was adjusting volume or you were.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet you if I turned Chad on, that would help.
Oh, that might. So he was coming through your mic?
No, Chad. Is
He
that
was
better?
coming through all right.
Can you guys hear me better?
Can you guys hear
Yes.
Chad now?
Guys,
Say
can you
something.
hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Our new setup's all weird. Okay, so
I
hey,
was bound to do that.
at least we only got 4 minutes in.
Right.
Yes. Okay, continue.
Like I said, my only drawback with the T800 figures, it doesn't have enough battle damage.
Fair enough. All it has is really the right arm.
Yeah.
And that's only be good in
And
some
the
photos. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I picked that up. Aside from that, not much is going on. I did buy this movie called Spookies on the Sweet Vinegar Syndrome sale going on.
That is a good movie.
I've been wanting to get that for years.
I picked up some stuff too.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
I picked up the Amityville Curse collection, and if you don't know anything about that, it's actually really funny because it's the 4 Amityville movies that don't primarily feature the house as the main, villain type character. So the box set actually comes in a box that is, artistically the box. The box is like the house, so like you pick it up, the sleeve, and then like you see like parts of the house turns orange and stuff, like evil stuff. But the funny thing is the 4 movies featured in the box set have nothing to do with the fucking house. So the whole artwork is like this super artistic looking box with the house featured primarily on it, and none of the movies feature the fucking house.
Weird.
One's called Dollhouse. It doesn't even look like this house.
But there's one about a clock too.
Yeah, there's one about a clock, and that's the funny thing. But the cool thing is, I got that for only $40, and then I also capitalized on the Full Moon Features thing, like because you brought that up to me. And then the other thing I bought was Mausoleum. It's like an '80s supernatural / slasher film, and I picked that up as well. I do have a couple new Vinegar Syndrome pickups over there, like Cutting Class. What else?
Every time you guys say Vinegar Syndrome, I expect you to say Vinegar Strokes. I don't
Yes.
know why.
Yeah.
I
got,
just expect to hear that come.
I got a movie I think that you guys would actually really enjoy. Joe Spinell's last movie before he died. It was a cool thing is a part of the film was financed by the New York mob. And he talks about that in some of the things. So what happened essentially with this film was The Undertaker from 1988. Joe died in 1989. So pretty much they filmed the entire movie, and then instead of releasing it, they gave it to Joe, the negative, and then he fucking died, and they never were able to release it. But the cool thing is they were able to pay the money back due to pre-sales on video at the time. So they were able to pay back the mob guys, so everything was fair whenever they gave Joe the thing. So recently they were able to find the original film negative, and the only thing that existed before was parts of the film on a work print version that they upgraded to a VHS quality and then padded with another film as to essentially release it. So recently they found that initial negative in Joe's, one of his families or some shit, and they scanned it and they took the VHS work print and they talked with the director and they got it as close to the original cut as possible. And the crazy thing is he plays an undertaker that kills people to fuel his business within the home. And the cool thing is he can't get caught because he's performing the own autopsies on the fucking people. And the cool thing is that like he hoards these bodies, like he doesn't bury them or anything. And there's a crazy subplot of necrophilia, and it goes as far as talking about semen on the inside of intestines. So it's fucking insane. Like there is like a really gnarly scene where he ties the girl up to a tree, has her similar to like the Town of the Dread Sundown, but he has her tied up and like this in like a Y configuration, right? And then he like goes up to her and then he like stabs her in the chest and then pulls down in between her tits and then pulls off to the left so her gut starts spilling out. And then he starts like moaning and shit because he just like cut her body and she's still warm. And like his fetish is to have sex with a warm body, but no girl will have sex with him. So she's still warm. So he gets off on the fact that she's still warm after he kills her. So yeah, that's why they find semen on the intestines.
That is disgusting.
Yes, but the film's super gruesome, and the film is very Maniac-esque with the way that he portrays the character. And the only way I say that is the character's super over the top, like to the point where like he's talking to the dead bodies as he's like brushing the hair and stuff. But he's talking to them as if they were alive as he was interacting with them in the real day. But there was deleted scenes that they had in the script where it showed Joe Spinell in that character interacting with normal people, but they took them out because that would have taken away from the scary thing. It would have been too comical. So instead they replaced that with him interacting with his victims.
Interesting.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Oh, and I also finally got through about 99% of the MCU movies with the wife. We still haven't watched Captain Marvel.
Snyder Cut was announced.
With that, but apparently there's also
Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Who the fuck voted that? Jared Leto and him alone?
Yeah.
Fuck
Essentially.
that, dude.
But anyway, watched Endgame last night with the wife, and she said from the moment the dead heroes came back till pretty much the end, she cried nonstop.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I watched
Tears of happiness, tears of joy.
I mean,
Sorrow.
it needed to be longer, dude. I don't know.
Really? 3 hours wasn't long enough?
3 hours is plenty.
Listen, you've been fucking pushing 10 years for this battle, man, and you gave us only a 30-minute battle? That's bullshit.
True.
I want an hour battle, damn it.
Okay, this isn't the Two Towers. This isn't Helm's Deep, damn it.
Well, listen, it could have been easily made into 3 parts, but that's a different argument for a different day. I feel it.
Also, do you guys want to hear my wait, who has Bobby gone yet?
No, you and Bobby are still up on the air to go. So.
Okay. Well, Bobby, you go, and then I'll finish it off with my story.
Ooh.
Been busy really. Cosplay stuff I'll be working on later on this week. some RC stuff, and then I'll be ordering also some DVDs, some nice hard DVDs that I need to add to my collection and shit like that. But it's just, other than that, been really fucking busy. So, but this week we'll resume with cosplay work, and then updating the DVD collection a little bit, and that's pretty much it. It was a decent weekend. It was a good weekend. I had another date Saturday, so I'm still going with that.
Nice.
It was a good time as always. And
what's the lucky guy's name?
Ooh.
it's Johnny.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
It's about damn time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You know,
We
I like
kissed with
the
the mask
beard.
off.
Deggy, this was a Bobby pick. Yes.
So, but no, it was a good weekend. It was chill, and now we're here. And I also, like Chad, had a 3-day weekend, so it was wonderful.
Awesome.
TJ, go for it.
Okay, so I did podcast here, podcast there. I am running on a new laptop. I got the new MSI Prestige 15. It's front of me up here. It's actually a really cool laptop. It's a huge upgrade from what we had before. You know, we're running 4K 7.1 audio now in studio here. The dual monitor setup is working pretty well. I think everything's definitely cohesive, and it's probably the best setup that we've had to date, I'd say.
Did you make a decision on the external SSD for backing up yet?
Yeah, I have it's attached right there. I got a little Seagate one. So in full, I have 3 terabytes of SSD now attached to the
Nice.
computer. Yeah. 2.5 of those is NVMe M.2. So it's right attached to the board. Real quick shit here. And it has a fingerprint scanner on it, which is super fucking cool for logging in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Interesting.
I just got to swipe my finger over it, and then I log in completely. So it boots up in under 3 seconds, and as long as my finger's on it, it will log me in automatically as well.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That is cool.
Did a podcast with Mick earlier and did a lot of production meetings this weekend. I am doing more progress on my cartoon series and on this fan film that I just signed on for. I did tell you guys that I was going to do marketing and to be a line producer on a fan film, and it's going to be that My Bloody Valentine one with Chuck Ryan. If you guys know who Chucky Ryan is, he is a Part 5 cosplayer and a Harry Warden cosplayer, real fucking badass one at that. Hit him up on Instagram. But other than that, other day I was over in the woods. So I went over about a half mile from my house, and I took a couple of my action figures and I went up into the woods. So I'm sitting up in the woods about 250 feet in. My car's parked down by the road. And I'm up there laying across this log trying to get this picture of my Predator 2 figure because it is indeed a badass figure. While I hear a car drive past, I look by. He slows down a little bit but keeps going. I think nothing of it. He turns around, goes past, rolls down his windows, and says, "Hey, buddy, are you okay?" And as I proceed to hold up my action figure, said, "Yeah, I'm just playing with my toys." So he kind of looks at me, puts the window back down, and then drives halfway up the road, but it's not finished yet. He is met halfway up the road by another car that stops, rolls his window down, in true Pennsylvania fashion asks, "Is that guy okay?" As I'm awkwardly waving, and he says, "Yeah, I guess he's just playing with his toys."
I love
That's
it.
hilarious, dude.
Nice.
So 26-year-old me got caught playing with my toys in the woods this weekend. But
Should
I
happen
did
all
get
the
this. Did I send you the Predator photo?
Yes, you did.
Yes, that amazing Predator 2 photo.
That's the one I commented saying that my wife thought was.
Oh, yes.
cosplay.
Yes, it was an actual. Yeah, I think just the way that it was, the way it was angled and everything, and I had the background blurred in multiple layers.
Well,
It just
and you can't even see any of the joints or anything on the
Yeah.
picture itself, so it does look like it's real.
yeah. Other than that, just did all that stuff and hanging out in quarantine and doing the best that I can with content creation. I mean, now with the new laptop, editing speeds are increased by 80%. So I think we can start uploading things again and we can get caught up on our audio only content. But I also want to mention, before we get on to with today's show, that we peaked at 5,000 daily listeners this week, which brings us up to 1.7 million plays this year if it continues that way.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, do-backers. Thank you, gorehounds. Thank you, jerk-offs. Thank you, buttheads. Thank you, Wednesdayers. And thank you, all of you, all the supporters, all the subscribers, all of us here at the Do Crew.
And
Thank you.
And thank you for everyone that jumped ship early and kind of shot their load, and now they're kind of shitting the bed over there.
Yeah.
Not
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to think. Sorry, my gear wasn't turning. I was like, wait a minute. Yes.
And my wife just texted me saying she still can't really hear me, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
Really?
I say, I hear you.
See,
I hear you just fine.
Maybe it's...
As we're
Maybe
talking,
maybe talking to your mic a little bit more. I turned you up. Here, talk.
Can you guys hear me better? Hello? Hello?
I still hear you.
Say it
Hey,
again.
sound good.
Yeah, you sound good, man. You sound good. You sound fine.
Listeners, is Chad still coming in a little
Let
weak?
us-
Yeah, give us
let
some
us
of them
know.
comments. I'm not getting any comments up here. We definitely got a ton of lists.
Yeah, they kind of stopped commenting. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So moving on with today's show, guys, we got Slugs from 1988, directed by Jean-Picard Simon, also known for Don't Open Till Christmas and Pieces, two of our favorite films.
And one of our least favorite films,
What's that one?
The Rift.
The Rift. Yes. This guy is truly hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It's either you love him or you hate him. So written by Ron Gantman and, oh, look, Jean-Picard Simon, produced by Juan Antonio Escovera, Francesca De Laurentiis. Oh, fuck, I nailed that. Starring Michael Garfield with no lasagna, Mike Brady, Tim Carey as Kim Brady.
Not the Brady Bunch Mike Brady either.
So Kim
No.
Terry's playing Kim Brady. Sweet.
Yes.
Philip
It's like
Mc-
Tony Danza playing Tony Danza.
Yes. Philip McHale as Don Palmer, Alicia Morrow as Maureen Watson, Santiago Alvarez as Foley, not Mick, Concha Cuentos as Maria, Frank Brana as Frank Phillips. Oh my God, they really didn't change any of their names. Patty Shepard as Sue Channing, Kari Rose as Donna Moss, Chris Mann. One sec, I can't. Weird. It all depends on where Chad talks into the microphone. Music by Tim.
Up to it then.
Yeah, Tim Souster. Cinematography by Julio Bragado. Edited by Richard Rabjon, Antonio Gimeno. Two people edited this bitch. They tag teamed it. Distributed by New World Pictures.
Nice.
Released February 5th, 1988. Runtime of 91 midgets. Budget, the fuck if we know. Grossed $15,000 only because it opened in 7 theaters. That is not a marketing tactic that I would
Damn.
recommend.
No.
It's like opening in the slums of a city or something.
Yes.
Jesus.
So Chad, I'm gonna drop you down, and then I'm gonna pull this up, and then you can do your catchphrase.
Roll that beautiful bean
Yes,
footage.
sir. As soon as I mute myself, because
That's how it works now.
actually, let's try it this week because I changed some settings.
All right.
I think we're in the clear for the echo.
In a peaceful community, a place that had never known evil until now. But 20 years ago, in the stillness beneath these waters, something happened. And now, its deadly spawn has been released, coming up from the depths, out into the light. Slugs. First, they got into the water system. Now they'll get into your system.
Oh my God!
Something down there that's killing people.
They slime.
We got a new dead body showing up every 10 minutes.
They kill.
We're dealing with a mutant form of slug here, a kind that eats meat. It has 3 or 4 rows of teeth.
Don't turn on the
Like my ex-wife.
Shit, that's like my
Steer
ex.
clear of the sewers. And whatever you do, don't make out while your parents aren't home. Slugs. It may be the most shocking movie you will ever see. Slugs.
Oh, wasn't that lovely?
I have this written down. The dude with the curly blonde hair. I call him Great Value Val Kilmer.
Ah, there we go.
Wait, the main guy?
No.
Oh.
The dude.
The guy who fucks his girlfriend and dies.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
all I could think of is he looked like the main bad guy from fucking the last one we just watched, Lost Boys 2.
Oh.
Skinny, strapping, fucking long blonde hair bullshit. I was
Old
like,
Sutherland. Angus.
I mean, his name is Bobby though, so that was an easy one to remember. I was like, yeah,
I'm in the movie. Look at that.
He's in the movie. Okay, guys. So the plot rundown for this week is when a rural town becomes prey to a strain of black slugs spawned from the disposal of toxic waste, it is up to a local health inspector to stop them. People die mysteriously and gruesomely, and only a health worker going by the name of Mike Brady has a possible solution. But his theory of killer slugs is ridiculed by the authorities. Only when the body count begins to rise and the slug experts begin investigating the town does it begin to appear as if Brady's theory may be right.
I don't think that guy was really a slug expert so much as he was just a fucking science teacher.
Dude with curly hair looks like Dave Mustaine.
Wait, are you talking about the British guy or are you talking about Brady?
Yeah, British guy.
If you want us to call you while we're discussing, leave a comment in the comment section.
Yes.
So
I want to say about that guy that you just mentioned, I was confused because if you read his name, he definitely comes off as like he's either Spanish or maybe even Italian. But I was like, so is he just faking the British accent the whole time?
Probably.
If you noticed, a lot of people were overdubbed with different actors' voices.
Right.
What's it, the guy at the water plant? Like he looked like he wasn't even speaking English at all.
No,
I speak English.
Yeah, second-rate Frank Drebin.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Listen, the overdub in this movie is terrible. Like,
yeah,
the guy whose head explodes, not one word matches up.
But
not one.
The scientist guy made me laugh because he was pretty much like Austin Powers light.
Yeah.
Like, even when he was like trying to be serious in the microphone, like he kept smiling. He's like, "All right, I'm always right there." And I just kept fucking laughing, dude. I was like, I'm like, I don't get it, dude.
There, guys.
Speaking of laughing, the scene where Mike and his wife find the big slugs in their garden, and he reaches down and bites his finger. I laughed so fucking hard.
The fucking mouth, right?
It's
like SpongeBob shit, right? That's all I fucking thought it was Gary from SpongeBob. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh God, I laughed so hard.
I wish this movie was like a little bit more welcoming of its comedy.
Right?
That would have been perfect.
This isn't one of those films that are satirical on purpose.
This would have been a perfect slapstick horror. You could have had people slipping all over the slime and everything.
I 100% agree on that.
Talk about this movie. I love it, but at the same time, I'm just like,
death by goo.
Like what'd you say, dude? It's full on cheese, bro. Like you might as well just get the can and just
exactly. That's exactly what this is.
This is just went with it.
This is Cheese Whiz on top of Cheese Whiz.
Oh, this isn't even Cheese Whiz. This is that shitty
Cheese Whiz on top of Cheese Whiz.
Yeah, what is that? I fucking
that's canned cheese. That's not even Cheese Whiz.
It's canned cheese. This is spring cheese.
Canned cheese on top of some Velveeta.
This is the movie of lazy cheese. That's that
Velveeta you left in your fridge without like a top for like a week.
Oh, so
right. It wasn't.
It's that shit canned cheese where you're like, I want cheese and crackers. You look at it and go, yeah, this will do. 3 hours
really
later, I'm not sure this was a good
right. 3 hours later, you're feeling like the guy in the restaurant. You're like, oh.
Right.
Oh,
but it was it's such a fun watch too.
I will give them props for that scene just because they used a death that wasn't actually technically slugs and using actually a little bit of science as far as introducing the parasite.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
a little bit of science.
Not to mention the whole eyeball explosion.
Sudden me with science.
Like it was like, ooh, spaghetti.
As an eyeball explosion of worms.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Brody a call here, guys.
Do it.
Let's get
That's right.
his.
He did say he watched it this evening for him.
Right on.
Again, the shit show's like the Pee-wee's Playhouse. Oh. There we go. Brody Kane, what's up, you doppelganger kangabanger?
My brother from another mother.
How are you, buddy?
What is cracking? I am doing very well this fine morning, my friend. How are you?
Pretty good. So, thoughts on 1988 Slugs for the Gore N More crowd here?
Well, I can honestly say that the opening scene did not have me hook, line, and sinkered, if you know what I mean. See what I did there, Yannick? Yeah? That opening scene was horrendous. However, I can sit here all morning and bitch about the film, so I'll just give you a couple of positives on it. Now, this actually blew my mind. Daniel Johns, the lead singer from Australia's Silverchair, is credited in this film. However, I couldn't find him, so it's got me intrigued to suss this fact out. I absolutely pissed myself laughing with the old man. Yeah, so yeah, basically, yeah, I was pissed myself laughing with the old man getting blown up, and just to put the icing on the cake, he just after he docked his hand off, I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude, that whole scene was great.
Love the death scenes in this film, like David's head death. That was surprisingly a hard watch for me.
Yeah,
that was cringe. I was fuck, that was gnarly. The sheriff, I love the sheriff in this film. Just he was like a lovable asshole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, I've got to say though, this film was a lot better than I expected.
Fair enough. Okay.
That.
Okay, DKB. Thank you for the.
What would you give it for a rating?
Yeah, what would you give for a rating?
I'd probably give it a fucking 1.7.
A 1.7.
All right.
That's a pretty solid score. Okay, man. Well, thank you for calling in. I'll see you in the comment section.
Awesome.
Love you, buddy.
Cheers.
Later, bud.
I just realized who Brody's voice reminds me of. He's like an Australian Jason Statham.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Sexier.
They both lack hair on the top of their head. Oh, it's a ball joke. It's a ball joke, Brody.
Yo, man. Shout out to I feel that because I got one going right about here. It's starting to grow. Soon enough.
Yeah, your fucked up mohawk.
Yeah. Hey, man. I tried. Failed.
You tried.
In case you guys didn't notice, Brody mentioned that his dickhead friend had the mad mullet going on. Dude looked like fucking Kenny Powers.
Essentially.
With a way sweeter unibrow, though.
Yes, way sweeter.
And he got rapey at the end of the movie.
Dude. Can we pump the brakes on that for a second? That
you brought that up? Glacier rapey, though?
No, he was rapey. Rape that girl.
Dude, he was. And unfortunately for her, she died pre-sex. Like she didn't get away from even the good guy. Like that was going to save her. Or whatever.
Too. I was upset when she died.
But yeah, that whole rape scene, dude, was just seemed kind of like last minute left field. Like, just what the fuck was this?
Like, we need to add another kill in. Let's throw a rape scene in. What the fuck?
Right? Like, wait, isn't this movie about slugs? Well, yeah, but who cares?
Oh yeah.
Also, I got a question. The second scene, actually, I have notes. I have a significant amount of notes. I don't know why I was in the mood. So the couple in bed.
By the way, please bring up all your notes because I couldn't find shit on this and behind the scenes.
So the couple in bed, we see them, a very long sequence of them just fucking straight up getting ready.
Bobby was just going right at it, dude.
Yeah, he was.
And oh, Bobby, don't stop. And she's crying the whole fucking time.
Why was she crying?
Because his dick is fucking massive, dude. She just couldn't handle
that. She was literally crying.
Can I say her line before this whole scene went down?
Please do.
Bobby, you know what I want.
So the couple in bed.
As soon as we get the soundboard back up, we got
to get that. Explain to me why they established the entire sex scene in the second like sequence in the film. They established the sex scene and then they immediately cut to two slugs on the window and then nothing else.
How hilarious was the ominous music playing just because there were two slugs on the window?
It makes no fucking sense.
That was another thing that made me laugh.
And that's why I have a title for this movie. I call it the Lazy Hokey Creature Feature.
Speaking of lazy, did you notice that 90% of what the slugs were supposed to be on the floor in the bedroom there was just a black fucking tarp?
Yep.
Yes. Oh my god.
It was terribly done.
Dude, all the cut-in shots, man.
You see her rolling around.
Yeah. Like TJ just said that he could have fucking went out the window behind the bed.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I remember watching this the first time. I'm like, dude, you could have avoided this and
also
could have not been there.
It takes exactly 26 minutes and like 42 seconds for him to realize that the slugs are killing people.
I'm kind of wondering how these slugs are getting around so quickly.
Right?
Slugs can't fucking move very fast.
Also, the scariest thing in this entire movie by far is the living lettuce.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't look at lettuce now and go, oh, no.
Right?
It was horrible.
I just love how she didn't notice the blood like coming out of that slug because it was kind of
She was
I thought
drunk. She was drunk.
That's true.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I did not put that into there, but yes.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. What is the sergeant eating? Okay, I understand he has a hamburger in his hand, but
The
what is
sergeant?
Yes.
Oh, the
sergeant.
water.
Wendy's.
No, that was the water guy, right?
Yeah.
The water,
Sergeant
treatment-
Phillips. Does that sound about right?
Well,
Yeah,
the water
Frank
treatment.
Phillips.
The water treatment guy was the guy who was eating the burger. The water
Yeah.
treatment plant supervisor.
Yes. Okay, yeah, that's the guy. I don't know why I call him sergeant.
He was eating Wendy's. And I
Well,
know
there was
that.
peas
but-
on there. Why the fuck was there
Yes.
peas
Well,
on
it's
there?
the
From what I
wrapping.
could gather, it was peas with tomatoes, and then there was a side of ketchup.
Yes.
Whatever helped
it
him
had to have
sleep
been
at
some kind
night.
of Spanish meal.
It had to have been.
Because part of it's from film in Spain, so
Yeah.
I think that was some kind of Spanish.
Well,
That's why they
I
just
don't know
threw
where
in the American flags in there for some fucking. They're like, hey, this
Again,
is the USA.
This director is super known for creating films with the intentions of Americanizing them.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, look
Well,
at Pieces.
Yeah,
Which-
this is
well,
true.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a
Masterpieces.
masterpiece.
Oh,
That went to pieces.
Okay, so moving on. Anybody else have anything else before Chad?
Let's see. I brought Great Value Val Kilmer, The Black Tarp on the Floor. We talked about being dubbed. Did you guys pick up on a little bit of a little tip of the hat to the Blob?
Yes.
Which
when
scene?
The guy in the greenhouse at his house.
Oh,
with his glove.
He's got to chop his hand
Yeah,
off.
He starts eating pants and starts chopping his hand off.
Oh, Taryn said that's she's like, it's like the Evil Dead.
See, that's what I was also thinking too. But
Could be both.
Yeah. Also, do you have nothing better to do than to fucking stare at me? Like,
Me?
no, the fucking guy in the movie, the fucking cop dude. He's
Oh,
standing
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and he goes like, "The fuck are you staring for? You got nothing better to do than fucking stare at me." It was like random. Like the guy's just over there working. And he like looks over.
dude, first of all, that sheriff was a dick.
He was.
All
Yeah,
his
he
people
was.
for no reason.
If I was Mike Brady, I would have punched him in the face the first time I saw him.
Brady was the only one giving him shit the whole time. He's like, "Listen here, you fat fuck. I don't give a shit."
Yeah, exactly. He's like, seriously, you can't listen to him for 10 seconds? You got to be that much of an asshole?
Also, there was a technique utilized earlier in the film that wasn't utilized anywhere else, but seemed to be effective, and that was the frying pan. Nobody else used it.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
I love the cutaway because when he's actually hitting the slugs, he's going super slow. But then when it like shows him like from the back shot, he's like fucking beating the shit out of him. And he goes back and he's just kind of like poking him
This is what we're
again.
doing.
Oh,
Like, it just doesn't add up, you know?
And why didn't they just all just get a shitload of fucking salt thrown on them?
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait. Anybody else notice? Okay, the first time he goes into the sewer to clean out that lady's fucking toilet.
trap. Yeah.
Okay, any particular reason why he puts one flashlight here, pulls out another one to look in there?
Well, that first flashlight was pretty shitty in comparison to that second one he pulled out.
But yeah, but he could have still like used it, like, and he left that one down there, so there was no point.
Right.
I gotta say, I was really disappointed because in that sewer scene, was that the part where he's digging all the stuff out of that fucking pipe?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so he's digging all this stuff out of the pipe, and then something just grabs the hook out of his hand and pulls it away. I'm sitting here thinking, cool, this is gonna be like Graveyard Shift, where there's gonna be like some big, great grandmother of all these huge things. It's gonna be like this huge slug. No, it wasn't. What the hell?
So,
So just all these slugs just pulled it? What the?
so to go off that question, because this is one of my big questions, I got a few of them, is why didn't he ever even say that? Like, he never even brought that up. Like, yo, dude, something just stole my fucking
Right?
giant metal hook.
Again,
Like, that would've been over
26
in 20
minutes
minutes.
into the film before we realized the slugs are killing people.
Okay, how about
Fair.
this? The one that nobody brought up. They mentioned the fact that only 20 years before that, just outside of town was a huge ass toxic waste dump.
Right?
Okay, this is like an older town. This town is older than 20 years old. Somebody there would have known about it.
Right. Like, or they should have been talked about from the beginning.
Yeah.
Not just dropped in at the very end, be like, oh, by the way, plot twist. Whoop. Here we go.
Right.
Yeah, 40
Oh,
minutes
hey.
into the movie. Oh, we're making a shopping center over this bitch.
Oh, fucking great. So, Chad, what did you find for notes on this, if any?
Oh, let me see what I got here, buddy. Hold on. Let me get on the right screen. I found very little. But like I said, I did
Oh, I know a
find some-
fact. When people go, "Hey, man, did you see that Juan Picar Simon movie?" He goes, "No, man. Slugs, yeah, that's my favorite movie. Nobody ever said that.
No.
Nobody's ever said Slugs is my favorite. JPS movie, we're gonna call him from now on.
I would say
JPS.
they probably rate it just slightly higher than The Rift.
Yeah, and The Rift is fucking horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
So
I,
much
I feel like
potential wasted.
I feel like I probably would actually watch The Rift over this one again.
Don't you dare say that.
Yeah, no.
Listen, dude,
I'll
there was
watch
way better
this.
actors in The Rift than this one.
This is we'll discuss this. when
I
it
will
comes
make
to-
you watch the 52-minute portion of Just Before Dawn on repeat.
Listen, man,
shit.
in comparison to what we've watched in the last 6 months, I told you I'd bring on Just Before Dawn again. I would totally give that a rewatch.
I don't know if we get to see this.
Season
we need
10.
to see the cut down. We need to see the cut down version.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough.
how
I
long
don't
the
need to see
cut down
stock
version?
Stock footage.
I still can't believe you knew about that and didn't warn us ahead of time.
Right? What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, seriously.
Extended waterfall scene?
It could have been fucking done.
He even told
One
us, he's like,
kill.
you know how
One
much,
kill.
you know how much, you know what all those extra scenes were? Stock footage. Oh, fucking awesome.
Well, we
Wait,
don't know.
does that mean it would have been a 3?
Internally, TJ was like, "I'm going to make these fuckers watch the extended cut." No.
Exactly.
So does that mean that that's supposed to be a 3-hour movie instead of what we got?
It felt like it.
Dude, they heavily fucking padded this thing with documentary shit. It was
shit.
bad.
Love it.
If any of
Love
you
it.
guys are interested in that, that is our review of Just Before Dawn from 1981.
I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Golden Age slasher, yes. Okay, guys.
So moving on. On the movie review site Rotten Tomatoes, the film currently holds a 38% based on only 8 reviews. Must have been the only people that saw it in the 7 theaters.
Right.
Variety praised the convincing special effects and makeup and snappy direction, and said it has enough thrills and spills in it to keep youth audiences alert. Who paid for that review?
No, they paid
Right.
them.
Anchor Bay Entertainment released a DVD of the film in 2000. In 2011, Image Entertainment released a DVD of the film under the Midnight Madness series. And in 2016, British home video distributor Arrow Films, yeah,
Nice.
they put up some good shit, released a special edition Blu-ray of the film, which contained a commentary track and interviews with several people associated with the film, which is probably more entertaining than the film itself.
Bingo.
Right. That's very
The
possible.
UK video version was cut by 42 seconds by the BBFC to edit a bedroom scene of a naked girl being attacked by the slugs and shots of a man chopping his hand off with an axe. The cuts were fully waived and added back in for the 2009 Lionsgate DVD. This was also banned in the Australian state of Queensland until the early 90s when the Queensland Censorship Board was disbanded. And that is all I got, guys.
Damn.
Oh, I got
Slim
one for
pickings
you.
for this movie.
Did you know that this movie was like loosely based off a book of the same name?
Yes.
1981, I believe, right? Was
Yes.
the
82 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird because that commentary you talk about is the author of the book. And he's like, I've never seen this. Didn't even know it existed.
Really?
Like, because I was reading up on, I was trying to find something for Chad. There really isn't much on this. And I looked all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So they said he was on the commentary. And he's like, I didn't know any of the producers. I didn't know the director. I didn't know any of the actors. So I'm doing this as a literature deal.
No shit.
Yeah.
So how far did you get how if he said how far off the movie was compared to the book?
I mean, they said that it's off in areas, but it's not like terribly off.
Right.
I mean, I was reading snippets of it because I found it online, like certain parts, and there was changes just from the readings. I think the kills in the movie are in a different order than what's in the book, if I'm correct. And then
Okay.
also, there seems to be more to it than just slugs. Like I think, like when you in the movie with the parasites in the guy's head, that was not a thing. What it was is it was just a different type of slug. Not these are slugs and they've mutated.
Right.
Because there is a different form of slugs. There are meat eater ones apparently, so that's what it was based on. Here, they were mutated, so that's the real difference.
I wish we got more biting scenes with him, though. Honestly,
yeah, that big old fucking.
I mean, we saw it right in the gerbil's back, which was kind of funny. But
Oh my god!
did you say it actually like take a little?
That poor gerbil. All he wanted to do was go home.
Listen, if you just look at it as a gerbil with some chocolate sauce with a fake slug on its back, it's a pretty funny scene.
That's a South Park scene. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
Lemmy winks.
Oh man, dude. Let me ring. Jesus, dude.
Oh, could somebody give us some paper towels?
Oh man.
Moving on.
So, gentlemen, would you like some big questions?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
As big as I could get for this movie. So, yeah, right. We already kind of talked about the dubbing, to which obviously, you know,
terrible.
It's watching this director's films before. We know he's making it somewhere, but trying to Americanize it a little bit too. So that's why we get all the weird dubbing. So why the hell does the sheriff drive everywhere with his lights and sirens on? Like,
and why is the music so dramatic? Like,
is it dramatic? Because some of it didn't even seem like it fit. Some of it seemed like really like hokey and like funny.
Well, hey, in Friday the 13th, Part 6, what does the sheriff utter to the deputy to hit? Hit the
noise in the cherries.
Hit the noise in the cherries.
There we go. Waiting for it.
Well, John,
trying to get comfy here.
What you're saying, John, like the first time we see him and Mike Brady in the car, like the music sounds like they're going someplace big, but they're not. Like,
Mike, by the way, how hilarious was that music? That was like, it was like a rush scene, and like the almost like the killer's right behind him, and Mike Brady, like, he pulls up to the courthouse or whatever, and there's like nothing in the street, not a single car in the street. It's so empty.
Like, what the hell is he trying to do?
There was the action shot of him like driving super serious, like him showing side view, car rushing by, side view, car rushing by, pulls up nice and slow, like
nothing.
Dude, the music in this movie was all over the place though.
It
like
was.
Right in that first scene of just him and the sheriff going to that rundown house in the beginning for the first death.
Sounds like something that's in the 18.
That death fucking sucked too. All they did was lay down.
They didn't know that guy was dead. They were just going to evict him. So once again, like, why did he need his sirens on and shit to go to do that?
Exactly.
Also, the guy walked into the room, looked right at the fucking body twice.
Right?
Didn't react, and then like just put his head down maybe an inch and was like, "Oh fuck, there's a body there. Oh fuck."
I mean, there was so much garbage in that house. How could you tell? You know?
Right? The house is just so fucked. I like how he spit on his eviction notice as he was walking in.
That's a man who knows his own house.
Hey man, that dude's house was so bad his dog didn't want to go inside.
Yeah. Oh, my house not good enough for you? Fine.
His dog said the slugs, dude. There was a lot of dog whimpering in this movie because there was also dog whimpering at the fucking farmhouse randomly enough.
You should have seen my dog reacting to that scene.
The farmhouse or the first one?
This is the farmhouse. He's like, huh?
Which like didn't even like it was so weird because it was just like the dog walking by like nicely, and it's like, wait, does he? I don't know, it was just funny.
That was another scene that just really didn't make any sense. Why the hell was it even there?
A lot of these scenes,
the random cabbage guy, dude.
Yeah,
because it's the lazy hokey creature feature.
Right? It was
my cabbages.
And some of these, I have two favorite deaths for this. There is no picking one because they are just so over the top.
Okay, we'll get there.
I'm just saying in general.
Oh yeah.
So when Brady was collecting slugs, why not collect more slugs to show other people like what the hell he's talking about? They seemed like there was a bunch there.
Yeah, why didn't he just pick them all up and say, "This fucker tried to bite my finger off. I want them out of my yard."
Well, like, give a couple to the guy who's checking them out, and then keep one for yourself to show the fucking sheriff what you're talking about. Like, yo, this little fucking asshole is what we're talking about.
Yeah, and while you're at it, feed it a steak and see what happens.
Right. Like, yo, dude, just put your finger in there. You're good.
That's what she said?
Oh, singer.
Or better yet, even bring the scientist guy with you. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, this dude's been fucking researching.
I preferred you putting the finger in.
That's fine.
Don't they all?
Let's see. We brought up, why didn't Sewer Guy mention his hook? And yeah, that's about. Oh, the other one was they mentioned other potential bugs, like if they're attacking town. They said rampaging mosquitoes. So could this movie fit in with the movie Mosquito?
Yeah, that's the sequel.
I mean, I can't remember it, but I'm pretty sure like all those bug movies, they all just get exposed to like toxic waste in somehow or another.
Pretty much. That's what Ticks was. It was. It was a. It was a.
When are we doing that?
Was Ticks the one with Seth Green?
Seth Green and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What's his name? Carlton.
Was in it?
No, Carlton.
Carlton. Oh, okay.
Carlton was in it.
Yes, he was.
Oh shit! This movie's on our list, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's coming up soon.
You're welcome.
I'll look. You guys.
It definitely
you're
should be a
gonna
summer
love
pick
it.
if it's.
Douche of the movie. Are we all just gonna say the sheriff?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have to say
Him or the water department
Or
guy?
both.
maybe even the mayor. He's kind of douchey too. The mayor. Yeah, I'm gonna go second rate Frank Trevin, dude. His eyebrows offended me.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that'll be my vote. Him. He just
Look,
told
I
that
got
dude
straight
off.
up two face going on right now. I got half blue, half orange face.
Okay, I legit thought Tix was on our schedule, but I don't see it on here.
Bobby
Really?
chose it.
Yeah.
I say I know. I
What's next week, buddy?
Next week is Amityville Horror Part 2.
Ooh.
It's actually a decent one.
Yeah, they say it's better than the first.
Uh-huh.
I'll have to look and see why Tix isn't on there.
The
I
third
kinda
one
know.
I can't wait to do in the third year. I'm gonna do oh, that means we get to do a bunch of 3D movies eventually in the third year.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So, did we all say douche?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sharif.
All right. So,
Let's get on to the questions. Chad, it isn't cranberry sauce.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, yeah, we can't do that anymore.
No. So we gotta say it
so that
ourselves.
brings us our favorite kill gentleman.
man,
I have two.
there's some good ones. Go ahead,
Mine's
Bob.
easy. Mine would have to be the dinner scene.
Yes.
Ooh.
Beautifully
Excellent.
done. I love the nose. I love the gag. I love how it was done with the hose going up the side of his nose down in.
Yeah.
And they just pretty much released the valve. And I like how it wasn't like a little squirt. It was literally they released the fucking valve.
Right.
There was no chill. And I like how like not so much the effect that was instituted, but everyone's reaction of sheer fucking panic to the guy melting and exploding. And then his
Yes.
head popping at the end, filled with little baby slugs, was fucking mwah. Just utter panic, followed up by gore that was just awesome.
Wonderful.
I gotta agree because that went a completely opposite direction where I thought it was gonna go.
Mhm.
I figured they were just gonna build up to like he's gonna like go to bed one night and his wife's gonna wake up and he's just gonna be completely devoured from
Yes.
the inside out.
Oh,
and they
that
went
would've been cool.
and they went full on gore, Italian splatter cinema style. Perfect. And you know me, I love eye scenes, like the eye gouging scenes in just about every Fulci film.
Mhm.
Perfect. I love eye explosion. That's even better. So-
Hey boys, Hannah Fox says, "Hey, what's
Hello.
up?"
Hey Anna.
So let's see. I'm gonna have to say the greenhouse kill was my favorite, just because how ridiculous it was.
Because they
Essentially,
blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just that whole fight with the glove, and then he couldn't get the glove off. It's like, wow, that's a strong fucking slug, dude.
Yeah,
Very
seriously.
So he's got to chop his hand off, and then his wife finally hears him in agony, comes out, and then they fucking blow up. To which I might add, that scene was also used again in the end scene when
Yes, it
everything
was.
else was fucking exploding in the town. I was like, wait a minute, that was the fucking greenhouse.
That was another thing that we're sitting there watching it. My wife is like, everything's blowing up. She's like, are people in those houses?
Yes.
Like, yeah,
Well,
but-
I saw it, but if you guys think about it, I think it only blew up the places where the slugs have been or were shown throughout the film. So it's like it only lit where the slugs trails were.
well,
So if you think about it, I don't think it's the same explosion. I think it's the house blowing up even more. I think what they did was they did the effect and was like, "Hey guys, we gotta get rid of that house. Fucking blow it up."
Get rid of it.
okay, I'll say maybe for movie sense, yes, but if you still look at the explosion, it was literally the same
Yeah,
explosion,
it's
just
the same exact-
recolorized.
It's darker, yeah.
It's fucking
I thought it was
hilarious.
from a different angle.
No, it might be from a
No.
different angle, but the greenhouse is still solid right before the
It's
explosion.
Oh yeah, that
same
is true.
Right.
So,
So
and
you
the
think
other
it was
one,
that second cam like B footage?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. they were just like, we need more explosions because we only have that one shop in town that for some reason blew up.
It's like, use this one.
And then I think they might have showed the Cabbage Guy's house exploding too. I think that was the
Yeah,
one with
they
the
did.
water tower. So I kind of got that. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I believe they
And the
did.
two random cars blowing up.
right?
Yeah, like
Those were
One of
over
those-
top of a manhole.
I would say I think one of them was the main guy's there, if I'm not mistaken. His fucking little Chevy, his fucking Chevy station wagon or Chevrolet. Fuck, dude. So, what are we on next, gentlemen?
on it. Did we all do our
We're on
kills?
best
we all-
scene. Like, what,
Okay,
Bobby,
yeah.
what was yours, Bobby?
Because you guys
I had two.
seen-
I had the eating scene,
Mhm.
but then the last kill, like the very last one, in the sewer because it's a ridiculous amount of blood that bubbles up.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
that
I'm
was a
just
good
like,
one.
But here's the weird part. Then you see the body surface, and I'm like, how the fuck does he still have skin after all of that? I'm like, that's why I like it. It's so over the top. It's like, okay, that was weird, but I like it.
So that was the scene like Chad was talking about in the sewer earlier. That was the scene I was expecting the big fucking like mama slug for some reason to come out. Because I was like, yo, dude, you're gonna get some like sweet jaws slug fucking thing. It's gonna be like huge, eat one like solid, but never happened.
Fuck.
In the remake.
Okay, guys, best scene. I like the whole sewer sequence. I think that's really cool, and I think that's definitely the whole sequence of them in the sewers definitely shines and is a better part of the film for me.
I'm gonna take half of that. Honestly, as soon as they start fucking blowing up everything, I think that's like the best. Is they just show all the cuts.
Yeah,
like,
everything blowing up. Yeah.
Just fucking manhole covers just fucking shooting out pirates.
Oh my god, that was so great to watch.
I love that. Oh, go ahead.
I got to go with my favorite scene being the scene that actually made me laugh the hardest. And that's just like biting him on the fucking
finger bite. That was such great puppeteering right there, dude. Like,
hilarious.
It felt like a Muppet thing or something, dude. Like
or something, yeah.
I can see. I mean, you're right. Like that was Gary from an episode for sure. I know. We needed more slugs biting people.
My favorite scene.
Everybody answer best scene?
I think so.
No.
Unless Bob. Oh, sorry, Bob.
Mine was definitely was him in the beginning pulling all that shit out of the sewer because I'm just like, you didn't tell anybody that you don't have your hook anymore,
right? And you just pulled out hunks of meat out of the drain.
Yeah.
Some of which was completely unidentifiable.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my
I think
scene.
the first one was supposed to be a rat. I don't know about the second one.
Yeah. I think it was a pork loin, honestly.
Yeah, it might have been.
He pulls out something that looks like a spleen. I have no idea.
Funny thing is, I'm hungry now.
Okay, guys. So did the opening scene hook you in? Not really.
No.
No.
Bubbling bloody water. I mean, like,
I guess kinda.
Maybe he was on his period, you know?
I mean, the only reason it turned me in is just like, how big are these fucking slugs? But then you actually get to them and you're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm like, there's got to be something here. And then you see the rest of these small ones, no big mama. It's like,
okay. They were bigger than normal, but still weren't like gargantuan.
Yeah, but to be able to pull you in by your fucking foot like that, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Looking too far, I guess.
I think so.
Or not
maybe,
looking far
maybe they're
enough.
leading up to the big mama slug for the sequel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that never will happen.
It never got burned. Or maybe it's that one at the on the sewer grate at the end. It gets
massive.
Right. It gets angry like Jaws 4 and it has revenge.
For revenge.
Oh God.
Slugs 2, the revenge.
Terrible.
Okay.
Slugs 2 even slimier, you know.
Ooh. Slug harder.
Slug harder.
Yes.
We're coming up now to Bobby's favorite, best tits, hottest girl.
Ooh.
My favorite. It's everybody's favorite.
The power titties, dude.
I think the girl at the beginning, like that couple that fuck, and then we don't, they kind of like the dun 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 slug scene that I mentioned. I think she has a rockin' bod on her. I think she's pretty fucking hot.
Was anybody else disturbed by the one guy at the end when he leaves and his wife, who is not even moderately attractive at all, when he's getting ready to leave and he says, I'll come back and we'll
let's get naked and get crazy.
That was it. I was like, ew. No.
Right? Not to be confused with the scene of let's get drunk and fool around.
So was she supposed to be an 80-year-old French woman? Because I know that's what she was picking on for potentially picking up.
So.
No, I think she said 18-year-old French woman.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think the whole thing was
I totally misheard that.
Yeah,
then.
it was her displaying her insecurities.
Okay,
it was her displaying her insecurities. So I'm gonna guess that he found her when she was an 18-year-old French woman. So she was like, "Oh, don't go out and find your 18-year-old."
What's really funny is when he introduced her at the beginning of the film when they're in the bar and said that was his wife. Before that, I'm like, "That's mom."
To each his own.
Because she was definitely not the same age as him.
No, she definitely had 20 years plus.
Had to.
Hit it from the back. You can't tell the difference. Moving on.
Same in the dark, baby.
Right.
Yeah, I would have to say the girl who dies in the pool of slugs.
The hell was her name again?
Oh shit, I don't even remember. I remember Mike Brady. That's all.
Melty Mick Hot Tits.
Melty Mick.
It was Bobby's girlfriend. That's all I remember.
Not to be confused with Captain Marvel Mick Hot Tits.
Ooh, yes.
Yep. Also, if we cast a live action Peter Pan movie, Tom Holland and Amelia Clark. Just saying.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. I think they're both young, and I think they're both their acting is how would I say
I would
charismatic enough.
I would say yes on Tom Holland, no on Amelia Clark. You need to go young for Wendy.
Not true.
It's supposed to be like 14, right?
Right.
But Wendy comes back as an older girl. So if we catch her in like late 20s, early 30s, that's what I'm talking about.
So we're remaking Hook now.
Essentially.
Yes.
With Jim Carrey playing Hook. With Jim Carrey playing Hook. Have you watched Sonic?
No.
Then you can't make that determination. From what I've heard, he's back.
From what you've heard, but you haven't seen it either, so you can't make that
I don't know Jim Carrey personally. You know, there's this guy.
I wouldn't say he's back to what he was Ace Ventura, but it feels like he's going that route again.
Yeah.
Where he just doesn't give a shit, and he's kind of going his In Living Color. I don't give a flying fuck anymore. I'm just gonna go straight wilding out.
All right, fine, I'll give that to you.
I think Jim Carrey would.
I mean, wilding out for Jim Carrey in his 60s, obviously. You know what I mean? It's still not going to be what you're going to get early 90s, but
no, it's
not flamboyant over the top.
Now I'm
if I'm not back in 5 minutes, wait longer. Okay, moving on, guys.
Boy, people sure around this town sure are friendly.
Did the score set the mood?
No.
Terrible. Terrible. It's all over the place.
Yes.
It feels like it was pulled together from different films. It's horrible.
Yes, I agree with that. They didn't even make their own score. They're just like, man, go find some shit.
Case in point, like I said, the scene of him pulling up to the courthouse, it seems all action adventure, and there's nothing going on in the street at all.
Oh, real quick. We got to talk about Mike Brady for 10 seconds here. Okay. When he goes to the restaurant and he has the shit in his hand, the parasites, his buddy comes up to him. Dude, I saw that guy. You mean to tell me this is food poisoning?
That was exactly 10 seconds. That was impressive.
Like, seriously. Food poisoning and his head exploded.
Yes.
That's some hell of food poisoning, dude.
It happens to the best of us.
Right? That's what happens when you eat escargot, man. You know?
So, because of the answer for this one, was the next one void?
Yes.
Song, yeah.
Okay. I would have to say yes.
Yes.
So, favorite character, I would have to say like the main guy that survives at the end. What's his name?
Brady?
Mike Brady.
Brady. I think he's by far my favorite character.
Second Detective Stabler.
Yes.
Yeah, you see it now. That's all I can see the whole fucking time. I'm like, he's fucking second-rate Detective Stabler, dude. He's got.
There's a lot of second-rate people in this.
There is, dude. It's perfect.
Second-rate Stabler, second-rate Frank Drebin, great value Val Kilmer.
Love it.
Kenny Powers.
Right. Second-rate Austin Powers. Yeah.
Second-rate Austin. I'm going second-rate Austin Powers is my favorite.
That's who I'm going with, dude. Like, he made me laugh. His terrible accent. Like,
second grade.
I just wanted to watch Austin Powers the whole time.
And it was hilarious watching him struggle to get that manhole cover off.
Yeah.
I'm glad they left that, dude. I'm glad they had that.
That's where I walk on to the set and go, "Poop. Can't you just do it like this, boy?"
Yeah, but it's funny though, because like, you know, he's just like a meek, mild dude. He shouldn't be able to just go over there and fucking manhandle that thing. That's exactly what would happen, dude.
I could picture Bobby.
Laughed. He did pull it off in one pull.
I could picture Bobby just going over and stomping on the manhole cover, and it flips up like it's a skateboard.
He just grabs it one-handed, thing. Get in.
See, that's perfect. Bobby walks over, kicks it. Get in.
Get to the fucking manhole.
Get in my hole.
Oh shit!
Wow,
gentlemen, what is your favorite characters?
What's that?
We just said that.
I didn't hear TJ's pick. Sorry.
Oh, mine was Brady.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
My bad.
So good. So was it scary? Absolutely not.
They wanted it to be. It was not. It was funny.
The editing was.
Yeah.
Editing was atrocious.
Some of the effects were pretty scary. That blood was just not even close to being the right color.
Oh.
No, actually, it kind of fit in with what TJ and Mick were talking about earlier with the whole giallo blood and everything like that, dude.
Yep.
It was like that perfect red, milky, just.
And we literally got into like the history of how blood changed and like why it did. It's all because of that one guy.
Right. I did like though, like how many like weird bubbling blood scenes they had in this. Like even the random cabbage guy. They just had his body there, and then all of a sudden it just started. It was like, oh, blood geyser for no reason.
Dude, that was the best. It was like, okay, let's cut to this body doing some cool shit. It's
right?
Like, yeah.
And cut back.
And every time I watch it, I'm just like, that blood is so not the right color.
It works though.
I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong, but then I get a cut on my hand, and I'm like, how the fuck can you not replicate the color?
Add more browns. Add more browns.
Okay, guys. Does it hold up today?
No. I don't think it held up in 1988, to be honest.
Well, that's why it was only released in 70.
They knew.
They knew before it was even out. Like, this isn't going to hold up, is it? No, but we got to release it and make some money. Let's do it.
Right.
Okay. So, guys, actually, where are we?
Acting.
Acting bad. Terrible.
Yeah.
Can't
get discussed into that one.
Can we even fairly rate that though, considering like 90% of it was dubbed?
You know, I had a really funny analogy for those that hold up today, and it fucking pooped my brain, and then it came back later. I was gonna say it holds up as well as paper mache underwear in a rainstorm, and it, you know, it just
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Cinematography. There's nothing redeemable.
No,
there's nothing. Not a
stock
single
slug footage. What do you want?
quick cuts. Quick cuts that make no sense.
scenes that make no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if I ever made movies, I would definitely have random cut scenes of like fucking things exploding with blood.
They should show this movie in film school as an example of what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
And then they show him pieces and be like, "This is what you can do."
Yeah,
yeah.
Even as the same guy.
Same guy. Years earlier, made a far better film.
You show him an Ernest movie and go,
guys, this is what happens when you sell out.
Sometimes you just need a paycheck.
Bingo.
Oh,
so guys, also along the lines of that, this actually might be a different one. The premise, the premise is actually pretty solid. It's just the delivery was very asinine and hokey. I would have to say.
Yeah.
The premise is good. Yeah, it's not the right delivery point. They are way too calm in that sewer. Also, like, come on, like you gave me no.
Until they run into the invisible wall of slugs. Something's like can't go any further. He's like, move, move.
Yeah, right.
This movie would have been so much better if they didn't play it off so seriously.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes. Like if they just took in the humor that they gave us. Anyways.
Exactly. Especially the slapstick, like I said, it could have been.
Oh, 100%, dude. Like I was, like the rest of you gentlemen, you were probably laughing your asses off at a few scenes in this movie.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
There's no way you couldn't. Even if it was unintentionally not supposed to be fucking fun.
To be honest with you,
what's up, Rachel?
Good evening, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel. The scene that I laughed the most at was the sex scene, for the fact that once again he reached to a window and there was one behind him.
Maybe the other one was painted shut.
I'm gonna die.
Also,
Right?
did any part of that guy kind of remind you of the guy from the beginning of part 8?
Yeah, the
The hair.
Yeah, the hair. Yeah, totally got the vibes from him. So, guys, recycle, rewind, or remake. This is a recycle for me.
I
will
would
never watch
recycle,
this
but I
again.
would remake it.
I want to remake it, dude.
Remake it as a comedy.
Yes.
Tucker
Now-
Tucker and Dale style.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
now we kind of
yes.
already did that with Splinter, but if you literally kept it to what it was, but just heighten the comedy on it, dude, it'd be perfect.
Yeah,
Do it Abbott and Costello style. Be fantastic.
fair enough.
But give us a
no,
big
that-
mama slug at the end. That's
Yes.
the only other thing
Yeah.
I want.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They got to do okay. So if we put it in our mix, it needs to do what Tix did. You'll see why if you watch it, and then add the comedy in. Perfect.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So, guys, let's get on to the Gore N More rating. Bloody VHS tapes. Chadwick, what are we gonna give this one?
It's a 2 for me, buddy.
Okay.
And I'm being generous.
Yes. Robert?
2.2. I'll be nice. It had the kills. That's what did it for me.
John?
I'm gonna go with a 1.5 on this one.
Okay. And I'm gonna give this a 1.
Ooh.
I thought I was gonna be the low man.
Yeah. I thought I
Shit,
was low.
so it was 1 plus 1.5 plus what did you give it, Chad?
2.
2 plus what did you give it, Bobby?
2.2.
1.6.
Is that our low? No, that's not our lowest.
No,
Our lowest is still like 1.3, I think.
the reef.
Okay, so
Or no, the
1.7 technically. 1.67. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 1.7.
We'll round it up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the Rift is still the worst.
Okay.
The Rift was 1.3.
Blood
Yeah.
Harvest was 1.4.
There was another one that was 1.8. Remember?
Again, all of our scores end up
think-
being relative.
I think 1.8 was just before dawn.
Fetch a pail of water.
Oh God.
So, Chad, after this, what does the next month of Gore N More look like for these
The
guys?
next month. I know we've got some bangers coming up. Like
we
I
do.
said, we have Amityville Horror 2 coming up next week,
Mhm.
followed by Johnny's pick,
Okay.
Behind the Mask. The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Woo!
And then the last 2 films. Oh, no, sorry. Followed up by Bordello of Blood,
Awesome.
Leviathan, and we're closing out June on a banger, Demons 2.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
That's definitely not cranberry sauce.
So we got a Tales.
Oh, check this out.
Yeah.
July 13th, Aliens. July 20th, Hatchet. We got a
Yes!
double feature, baby.
Oh,
Damn.
yes.
Nice.
Oh, Hatchet, I'm going to have a field day with.
Listen, dude.
Wait,
Those
Hatchet.
kills.
No, sorry. I was thinking Frailty. Never mind. You're right. Sorry. No, sorry.
I need to get
Frailty's what, in the fall? I think?
Yeah, I saw Hatchet. I thought Frailty because, Otis.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Right.
Good old fucking Hatchet, dude. I haven't watched that in a minute.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. That is a
I have
good one.
all of them on DVD. They're just so gross out, but funny as hell.
You know what? What TJ said at the beginning of the episode is extremely true because I'm just looking at this and I was like, God damn it, I was after 2000 on this one again. That's all right, because I fucking love Leslie Vernon, dude. So.
I'm back and forth on that one. This will be the second time I see it, so I might like it.
It'll be my first watch, but I've heard mixed, and
I've watched it.
Robert
I can't tell you how many
Englund
times.
playing a satirical Loomis character is.
Yeah,
Well, see,
that's what I
was
love it.
that was my problem with it. I'm hoping I'm wrong on a second viewing, but I thought we had half of a really good movie and then half of meh, because I really loved the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where it was
really,
like
dude?
where it was like documentary style.
See, I liked when it actually hit you with the big reveal at the end, and then shit just really went to fucking full. I mean, I love the whole movie, but
Oh, see, I didn't like that because I kind of thought that was pretty obvious the way that it was going to go.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. The first time, it
Like, I
definitely I
totally
was just
saw
like,
that
oh.
coming.
See, I guess I did not, but that might have. I can see where that could possibly change it.
Mhm.
But hell yeah! So, gentlemen, did you guys get any? I know we talked a little bit about some horror stuff we all got, but anything else in the news that we want to talk about?
I don't think there's been much as far as in the news lately. Let me double check. You guys discuss while I'm checking out Bloody Disgusting. I don't remember there being anything. Sorry, I'm kind of talking away from the mic. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
I don't remember there being any big reveals.
No, not that I really saw. Bloody Disgusting's kind of been a little quiet this week.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and it's Memorial Day weekend, so not a lot's going on.
The only thing I read on Bloody Disgusting, I think it was last week, that I thought was interesting, and especially in today's day, there's a movie coming called Body Cam, and it's about police officers, and what happens is there's a supernatural force going against them, but it get captured on the body cam. So look it up. The trailer looked interesting. I was like, I want to watch this because I've never seen a cop movie like that. It's never been done. It fits well into now culture because they wear those body cams all the time, like the shit that you would capture. So look it up, look up the trailer, and we can discuss it next time.
Okay,
I know one.
I guess I could mention this since it is horror related, and we were talking about the Snyder cut of Justice League and apparently the director's cut of Suicide Squad, both being prepped for HBO Max. Paul Feig said he'd be happy to share his 3.5-hour cut of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I saw that, and nobody wants that.
Exactly.
We don't need 3 more added dance scenes that we didn't want the first one in the first place.
He would be happy to show it. We would be happy to not see it.
No.
Exactly.
On a good thing, what also is kind of horror related, but not movie per se, more game, is Maneater just dropped for PS4.
I heard
that dropped.
And if you are a Jaws fan, I suggest checking that shit out.
I was actually considering getting that this weekend, but I got the big chap instead.
That's fine. It's I think it's only $40 too. I don't even think it's like a full price game.
Yeah.
I will probably be picking it up next weekend.
You could also do alligators and shit. So
yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm hoping to get that before the next Wake and Bake and drop a little bit of knowledge out of that.
Is that Sunday?
That would be Sunday.
Yeah, you guys didn't do one yesterday.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
I'll be a new episode of Wake and Bake on Sunday. New Jerk the Curtain this week. New Wicked Wednesdays. I hope. And he's had dentist.
Yeah, I saw she had dental surgery. She's not feeling well, among other things.
More content coming soon throughout the week, guys. Just stay tuned on the Do Back Discussion Network Facebook page. And of course, head on over to dobackdiscussion.net. We are having some big changes happen over on the website here, guys, soon. A lot of visual changes. I actually just got the first concept photo from the artist who's doing the new Gore N More art.
Nice.
Let's just say I saw a videotape buried halfway into a dude's head.
Nice.
Yeah, it looked really cool. And it was very cartoony, and the dude's expression, who was taking the videotape in the head, was awesome.
That's what matters.
Taking that tape.
Yeah. It was like, I think it was the facial expression that you would have if you took a reverse poop.
A reverse poop. Wow. It shot back up in, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Surprise, confusion, fear.
Yes. But I'd say that's all for this episode of the Glorious Shit Show. Thank you for joining us. This is your host, TJ Bowser, the host with the motherfucking most. Find me on Instagram and Facebook at Layhost with Laymost. And listen to the audio only version of this on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play. Guys,
this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, Chad Crispin, saying, I'll see you next time, bitches. And Gorehounds, feel free to reach out to any of us, message us, whatever. We love hearing from you. I've been talking to a few Gorehounds lately, much more than I have been, because I decided to make the effort to reach out to people and get to know them a little bit more.
There you go.
Yeah. So if I haven't reached out to you yet and you're on my friends list, look forward to hearing from me soon. I will be making more contact with you guys.
Awesome.
Nice. This is Big Johnny D saying, Gorehounds, I hope you all have a good week, and thank you for tuning in.
This is your Gorehound Bobby A. Moan saying, I'll kill you later. Stay tuned. And, come talk to us. Kill you later.